Hi, how you doing? I'm Vince, and this is Vince's Real Deal Review. Before you click off and say, oh, another woodworking program, what I've done is cut to the chase on the program that you might know of as Teds Woodworking Plans, which offers 16,000 downloadable plans right off the internet onto your computer by PDF. And just so you know, what we've done was we've reviewed several different factions regarding this program, and we're going to share the findings with you, and you can make your own determination as to what's going on. First off, this plan is swamped. It's actually all over the internet. It's a very popular program. It's a very good program, but to cut to the chase, let me explain who I am and why I'm qualified to give you this review. First off, I'm the owner of Complete Home Remodeling and Repair Company. We've been in business for more than 30 years. We're all getting old together. And what we do is we build from ground up. We do major renovations. We do minor repairs as well. But moreover, we also do historical rehab and replication, which a lot of contractors don't get involved in. This is my website. It's been around for a long time. We get a lot of business from it. We have a great following because we're qualified and we're experienced. So just so you know, obviously that's my picture, so I am who I say I am. But what I want to do is take you over here and give you a quick example of our craftsmanship and how you can determine whether or not I'm qualified for this review or not. Just real quickly, look at this picture here. This is a 250-year-old house with some handmade support columns. And what we had here was a decayed column where the entire structure actually deteriorated and there was really nothing left. Well, after 3 or 4 contractor interviews, no one could really produce what the man wanted to have here. So what we did was we handcrafted and hand-tooled an exact replica of what's already here, and you can be the judge for yourself. This plus many other things more than qualifies me to determine whether or not this program is viable and it's good. I think it is. I've seen what I've seen with it. It looks very intelligent. It looks like it's a great program. So we'll proceed on with that. So let's take a quick look at the sales page that they offer. You may have come across this before. It advertises Ted's 16,000 Woodworking Plans. If you did sign up directly through that plan link, what they'll do is entice you with several free plans until you decide to buy, if that's the fact that you want to go. Being that there's 16,000 plans, it's an abundance of information. You see a lot of different websites on YouTube. Is it a scam? Is it a scam? Is it not a scam? Well, let me explain to you that it's really not a scam if you know how to read direction. The problem is most people who get involved with these things don't read directions. They don't understand what they're doing, and it's an ego thing, or it's, I feel inferior if I have to read the directions. Let me just start making something on my own. And let me explain something to you. After 30 years, even to this day, when we buy a product to install for a homeowner, or if we're replicating something, we follow the direction. No one knows the direction better than the manufacturer, and directions always change, manufacturers' descriptions always change, and specifications. So in any aspect of this program, any downloadable particular plan that you have, if you simply follow the directions, you'll do well. Your product will come out superior. You'll be very proud of it. In the sales page, they show several reviews. I don't want to pass them. They're all good naturally because that's a sales page. But let's jump down here because there is some more information that I did want to share with you. And this is one of them here. This gives you a quick idea of some of the projects on hand that people have completed. And again, if you're not going to follow directions, it's not for you. Now, who's qualified best for this program? Well, I can tell you, someone who's handy, someone who's hands-on, someone who is talented with their hand. You don't have to be a master, but someone who likes to get involved, maybe likes to get a little dusty here and there, but loves to create stuff from nothing and has that certain proud joy about that. And I'll tell you, if you create any of these projects that are in here for sale or for your own use or as gifts for other people, you'll impress the hell out of them. And simply because you follow directions. So if you go down a little more, you'll see there's an abundance of different programs here. Everything from outdoor works to indoor works, and the levels of completion are beginners, intermediate, and expert. So there's actually a good choice of projects for all 3 levels. Now, who this program wouldn't be for would be, as an example, and not to offend anyone, let's say a 9-to-5 office worker who's never pulled a tape measure, never drilled a hole in a piece of wood, and couldn't tell you left from right, whether it's a saw or whether it's a handsaw or whether it's a power saw. If that's you, then I would recommend that you just leave the video. This program's probably not for you. However, you may know someone or have a family member who is crafty, who is talented, who is a DIY person, and would love to get their hands on something like this, especially if they didn't have to pay for it. Throughout the whole material, there's tons of different projects. This is just some of the list here. It's a list of plans you can download. Anything from, if you look over here, arbor projects. Could be chicken houses, compost bins, bed plans. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And it's not just one of each. There's multiple. Router plans. If you have a router and you like doing router work, it teaches you different rabbit houses. Literally everything. Anything you can imagine, all the way down to furniture, mailboxes, farm shop plans, furniture plans, fences, music boxes. If this is something that you're into, then this program is good for you. If it's something that you're not and you don't have the time or shop facility or want to make that time, then again, push on and maybe you can find something else that'll interest you hobby-wise. If you're looking to do artsy-fartsy crafts, that's not for this. This is someone who wants to do a project, be proud of that project, and have something you can look at when you're done and say, wow, I made that. Well, again, simple, following directions, lead you in the correct path. So this is just some of the lists that are on the sales page. That gives you an idea. Obviously, that's the launch price. Okay, now, when you go to this site, which I'll show you what will happen, if you decide to click the link below in our description, it'll take you to our page, which is an actual sign-up page where you'll enter your email and your name. Then it'll take you to the purchase page. The purchase may be less than $67 because it has downgraded and it constantly changes, during promos. So let's take a quick look at that. Okay, this is the actual page that you would end up going to if you decide to check it out a little bit more. If you do decide to purchase the program, it's 100% satisfaction. It's guaranteed money back. If you buy it and you think it stinks, you're entitled to a refund. And again, it's instantly 16,000 plans. This is the area, obviously, where you would log in, put everything in there. Now, I did make another plan here for you to preview. And this is just another, I believe I'm on the right page. Yeah, this is just another sample plan. This is one that they would actually send you if you decided not to buy and you opt in through their program. This just shows a document chest. Could be an intermediate skill level, only because there's rabbit joints. But if you look at the sample, what's nice is they'll show you how to make cutting dovetails by hand. And if you follow it down, now this would be for an intermediate who possesses some skill. Maybe you don't have the actual jigging tools to do the machinery on it, but you could still do it by hand. And this will break it down for you, and it shows you step by step how you're making joints. And again, if you follow step-by-step directions, it's really not that difficult to do. It takes you through a little tutorial, and that's it. So not only are there 16,000 plans, there are tutorials as well to educate you in the woodworking field. If you were to complete several of these projects, by the time you got done, you'd have a very good grasp on woodworking skill and knowledge, and you would progress from there. So this one's a display cabinet. Now, he makes this out of cherry wood. You can make this out of any wood that you like. Pine is usually not the best way to go, only because it's very porous, it's spongy, it's soft. It mills differently, and then it actually stains differently. You'll never get a stain to finish this way over regular pine wood. So cherry wood, birch, poplar, you pick the species depending on what kind of money you want to spend on your lumber supplies. And then you go from there. Alright, so in a nutshell, we give this an A+ rating only because it's very detailed. It's very, very in-depth as far as what you are and aren't supposed to do. I would think that if you're a novice and you're looking for a hobby to get into, this would be ideal. And again, if you decide to opt in and take a look at the program through our web link, you're fully 100% guaranteed. Your satisfaction comes first, so there's really no risk. And if you look in terms of this way, if you decided to go ahead and do something with this, if you went to Barnes & Nobles, or if you went online and purchased a book for woodcraft or woodworking material, moreover, you're going to probably spend anywhere from $30 to $40 for a really good book or a tutorial that's going to show you exactly step by step what to do. And in mine, there's 16,000 plans here for your consideration. So again, this is the opt-in page. If you decide to click the link below, this is where it'll take you. It's real simple to do. Name, email, and it'll take you to a separate page, and all you do is click download. Then you go from there. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you appreciate what's here. Hopefully this will save you a little bit of time where you don't get into the long presentations by all the other affiliates who are out there trying to push this product. Alright, have a great day and enjoy.